Good evening, Charles L. Smith, Fine Arts Academy, Bruins. This is your evening story, The Invisible Boy by Trudy, Ludwig. Illustrated by Patrice Barton. This is going to be a good one. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy? Even Mrs. Carlotti has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie. I can't see the invisible boy, can you? Nathan has problems with what Mrs. Carlotti calls volume control. He uses his outside voice inside too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Oh, Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space. Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The best players get picked first, then the best friends of the best players, then the friends of the best friends. Only Brian is still waiting and hoping. Brian, he's so quiet. JT glances in Brian's direction and just as quickly looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he tells the others. Let's play ball. In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water slide, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, said Madison. Everybody did, except Brian. He wasn't invited. I'm starting to feel sad. At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table, doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons scaling tall buildings. He draws space aliens locked in intergalactic battles, greedy pirates digging for treasure, and superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. Oh, Brian is artistic. Look at all those drawings. He's got a great imagination too. On Monday morning, Mrs. Carlotti introduces Justin, a new student to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him, and some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. What's that? Asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. Oh, it's bulgogi. What? Bulgogi. It's Korean barbecued beef. My grandpa made it for me. It's really good. Do you want to try some? There's no way I'd eat bulgogi. And the kids laughed. All of them. That is, except for Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. Justin, I thought the bulgogi looked good. Signed, Brian. Yum, he writes. At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. Justin says, "You're Brian, right?" "Yeah. Thanks for the note." "Hey, Justin," Emilio calls out from the tetherball court. "You're up next." "Sorry, I gotta go," says Justin. "By the way, that's a really cool drawing," he adds before taking off. So he gave Brian a compliment before he went to play tetherball. That's so nice. Back in class, Mrs. Carlotti asked the kids to team up in 2s or 3s for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads toward Justin. "I'm already with Justin," said Emilio. "Find somebody else." Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there to swallow him up. "Mrs. Carlotti said we can have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Emilio, let him work with us," says Justin. "Okay, I guess," says Emilio. Wow, I'm starting to really like this Justin guy. Mrs. Carlotti gives the class directions for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in the photograph. Use your imagination and have fun. Oh, look at that picture. It's a tall buildings. They're gonna do. Yeah. Whoa, cool, says Emilio. What kind of people do you think would live in houses like that? I don't know, but I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story, says Justin. Brian smiles and takes out his lucky pen. Oh. And Brian starts drawing the stories, and the 3 of them are working together. And the narrator says, "Hi, I'm the narrator, and if you're wondering why a pirate got the part of a narrator, I'll tell you. It's all in the agent. Well, and on with it. On with the tale. Ha! Sounds super." Look at them all dressed up with their pictures. It's lunchtime again, Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everyone else but him. "Brian," he hears someone shout. "Hey, Brian, over here." Who do you think he sees? Brian turns and sees Justin waving him over. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Oh, look at that. He's going to have someone to have lunch with him. I love the illustrations. Cookie? Someone offers him a cookie. Emilio, thanks. Maybe, just maybe, Brian's not so invisible after all. Wow. That's the end. I just love this story. This is the first time I've heard it. You know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have hundreds of friends. You don't have to have 25 really close friends. If you just have a couple of good friends that you can rely on, sometimes it only takes one good friend. It can really make your day. Some of your choices can change the life of someone who's sad if you just show a little bit of kindness and open your heart and mind to other people's differences. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening. Sleep well, my friends. Be kind and caring always.